long time ago, in the land of Israel, there lived a wise and brave woman named Deborah. She was special because she was both a prophetess and a judge. Unlike the judges of modern times who work in courtrooms, judges in Israel were leaders chosen by God to guide and deliver His people during difficult times. Deborah's story, found in the book of Judges, chapters 4 and 5, is a powerful example of faith, courage, and obedience to God. Deborah lived under a palm tree called the Palm of Deborah, located between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, Judges 4:05. This location became a symbol of wisdom and justice as people from all over Israel came to her to seek advice and resolution for their disputes. Deborah's role as a leader was significant because it was unusual in her time for a woman to hold such authority. The Israelites respected her not for her gender, but for her wisdom, faith, and closeness to God. As a prophetess, she had a unique connection with God and could hear His voice clearly. She used this gift to deliver God's messages to the people, ensuring they understood His will and followed His commands. Unlike other leaders who lived in palaces and wore extravagant clothes, Deborah led a simple life. She focused on serving her people and guiding them according to God's teachings. Her heart was filled with love and kindness, and she cared deeply for the well-being of the Israelites. Her faith in God gave her the strength and wisdom to lead with courage, even during the most challenging times. During Deborah's time, the Israelites were suffering greatly. They had turned away from God, worshiping idols and disobeying His commandments. As a result, God allowed their enemies, the Canaanites, to oppress them as a form of discipline. Judges 4 verse 1. The Canaanites were a powerful group led by King Jabin of Hazor. His army commander Sisera was feared for his strength and military might. Sisera commanded 900 iron chariots, the most advanced war machines of the time. These chariots gave the Canaanites a significant advantage in battle, making them nearly invincible. For 20 long years, the Israelites lived in fear, hiding in mountains and caves to escape the constant attacks. Their land was desolate, their spirits were broken, and they cried out to God for deliverance. God heard the cries of His people and decided to act. He chose Deborah to lead the Israelites and deliver them from their oppression. One day, as Deborah sat under the palm of Deborah, she received a divine message from God. He instructed her to summon a man named Barak and give him specific orders for battle. Barak, a respected leader from the tribe of Naphtali, was brave but hesitant. When Deborah called for him, she delivered God's command. "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you. Go, take with you 10,000 men of Naphtali and Zebulun, and lead them up to Mount Tabor. I will lead Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and troops, to the Kishon River, and give him into your hands." Judges 4, 6, and 7. Barak listened to Deborah, but was filled with doubt. Facing Sisera's 900 iron chariots seemed like an impossible task. Barak replied, "If you go with me, I will go, but if you don't go with me, I won't go." Judges 4:8. Deborah agreed to go with him, but warned that because of his hesitation, the honor of defeating Sisera would go to a woman. Despite this, Barak accepted Deborah's support and began gathering an army of 1,000 men from the tribes of Naphtali and Zebulun. Barak's army camped on Mount Tabor, a strategic location that gave them a clear view of the surrounding area. Deborah, upon hearing of their assembly, prepared his forces. He led his 900 iron chariots and soldiers to the Kishon River, confident in his ability to crush the Israelites. Judges 4:14. As Barak and his men charged down Mount Tabor, something miraculous happened. God sent a sudden and powerful rainstorm. The heavy rain caused the Kishon River to flood, turning the battlefield into a muddy swamp. Sisera's iron chariots, once his greatest strength, became useless as they got stuck in the mud. Judges 5:20-21. The Canaanite soldiers, disoriented and panicked, were no match for the Israelites, who fought with renewed strength and courage. Barak's army overwhelmed the enemy, and the battle turned into a complete rout. Sisera, realizing his defeat, abandoned his chariot and fled on foot. Sisera ran until he reached the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. The Kenites were a nomadic tribe that had a friendly alliance with King Jabin, so Sisera believed he would find refuge there. Jael welcomed him warmly, offering him milk to drink and a blanket to rest under. Exhausted and feeling safe, Sisera fell into a deep sleep. Judges 4:18-21. However, Jael had a different plan. Recognizing that Sisera was the enemy of Israel, she seized the opportunity to act. Quietly, she took a tent peg and a hammer, tools she was skilled with as a nomadic woman. With great courage, she drove the peg through Sisera's temple, killing him instantly. Jael's act of bravery fulfilled Deborah's prophecy that Sisera would be delivered into the hands of a woman. When Barak arrived at Jael's tent, she showed him Sisera's lifeless body. Barak realized that God had indeed delivered Israel's enemy as promised. The news of Sisera's death spread quickly, and the Israelites celebrated their victory. King Jabin's power was broken, and his oppression of Israel came to an end. To commemorate the victory, Deborah and Barak sang a song of praise to the Lord. This song, recorded in Judges 5, celebrated God's intervention and the courage of those who trusted in Him. It began with a call to praise. When the princes in Israel take the lead, when the people willingly offer themselves, praise the Lord. Judges 5:2. The song recounted the tribe's bravery, the miraculous rainstorm, and Jael's decisive action. It also included a poignant reflection on Sisera's mother, who waited in vain for her son's return, emphasizing the futility of opposing God's plans. Judges 5:28-30. The song concluded with a powerful declaration. So may all your enemies perish, Lord, but may all who love you be like the sun when it rises in its strength. Judges 5:31. Deborah's leadership shows that God can use anyone, regardless of gender or status, to fulfill His purposes. Her faith and wisdom made her a remarkable leader, proving that God values obedience and character over societal norms. Barak's initial hesitation was overcome by Deborah's faith and encouragement. Their story teaches us that trusting in God gives us the strength to face seemingly impossible challenges. The rainstorm that neutralized Sisera's chariots is a testament to God's control over all creation. His intervention demonstrates that victory comes not from human strength, but from reliance on Him. The tribes of Israel came together under Deborah's leadership to defeat their enemy. This unity highlights the importance of working together to achieve God's purposes. Deborah's story is a timeless reminder of God's faithfulness and the power of trust and obedience. Her leadership, Barak's bravery, and Jael's courage demonstrate that when we align ourselves with God's will, no obstacle is too great to overcome. For 40 years after this victory, Israel enjoyed peace, a testament to the lasting impact of faith and unity. May we, like Deborah, seek God's guidance, trust in His promises, and lead lives that glorify Him. If you enjoyed today's story and want more, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments, and don't forget to share this video with someone who needs inspiration today. Your likes help us grow and bring you more amazing content.